Okay, so here we're going to do an example of a combined naval and artillery barrage during the Allied friendly support phase. The target hex is going to be the German infantry company there that, get a better look at it here. So this infantry company is in a strong point, and it's being attacked by some British paratroopers here and some tanks from the 3rd Division using a tactical assault. And so they only have one artillery that's within range, and this is considered a medium mission capacity barrage. So they're going to be able to, according to the chart, they can use 2 destroyers. So that's what they're going to do. They're going to use 2 destroyers at a strength of 4. And then back here you can see the artillery unit with a range of 4. That's 6 airborne artillery at a barrage factor of 2. So the way the rules read is that we're going to resolve the artillery barrage first, and then we're going to resolve the naval bombardments. And this is going to be considered 3 volleys. So there will be some modifiers to the artillery depletion value roll. So the first attack will be this artillery attack at a barrage level of 2. This is going in against a strong point in a wooded hex. And so if we look at our chart, a wooded hex is a -1 die roll modifier. A strong point is a -7. So this is going to be pretty ineffective, but we'll go ahead and go through it just so we can do the example. And then it's 1 step, so that's another -1. So that's 8. It's a -9, and the highest I can roll is a 9. And the strength is a 2, so this is going to be pretty futile. Forgot how strong these strong points are. So I rolled a 3, so 5 -9, so it's ineffective. And I rolled a 2 on the depletion value, so the artillery at least did not deplete. So then the artillery is done. So then we're going to go to naval. So we got 2 destroyers. And the modifiers are the same. So it's going to be 4 -9 plus a die roll. So the highest I can get on this is going to be a 4, which is going to be a no result. But I roll it anyways. Oh, and I got a 9. So 9 minus 9 modifiers is 0 plus 4 for the barrage rating. Is a 4, which is less than 6, which is no result. And I rolled another 2 on the ADV, which I would add +1 for each additional volley after the first. So that's a 3, and the ADV for the British is a 4, so they're still okay. So then the last die roll is an 8, and the dice rolled out of the box. Let me grab another dice here. And a 5. So one of the destroyers depleted, and of course the barrage was ineffective due to the strength of that strong point. So really I really probably should have thrown a battleship at that strong point probably, but I used the battleship elsewhere. But so that's how you resolve a artillery bombardment and naval bombardment during the fire support phase. And just another look for you here at the chart. You really have to get above a 6 to get any kind of result. And you do need to, the AS stands for artillery shifts, which moves the column the odds column during the ground combat phase, and then the ones there are losses or retreats. So the defender, if they get one of those number ones, they can retreat instead of take a step loss. You see a 2 down there on the higher numbers. They can retreat, but then they'll have to take a step loss for that second number. Now, if there's only one unit there, they only take one step loss if they choose to stay in place and not retreat, and then the second step loss would be a fatigue point. So units really can't be completely destroyed by artillery. They end up taking fatigue as opposed to additional step losses. And then I've already resolved the other combat artillery barrages and stuff, and you can see the different attacks here in the Orne bridgehead area where there are artillery shifts. Both the red artillery shifts are in favor of the German and the blue are in favor of the Allies. And so you can kind of get a picture there of not only what it looks like going into the combat phase, the ground combat phase, but also all the counters that end up getting put on the map. And that's one of the, I guess, criticisms of this system is the amount of markers. As I pan out, you can see all the different markers across the map. They actually cover up the units. But we can discuss that another time. So there's the example for Barrage.